You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production. The Secret of the Sword is the story of He-Man finding his long-lost sister. Or is it? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Or Is It Movie Podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I'm Mean Mark, the most powerful podcaster in the universe.
Yeah, you're going to have to move away from the mic when you do that.
I just did.
Yeah, you're going to have to move more.
Again, most powerful. Sorry.
Yeah, most powerful to blow up my headphones. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Today we're taking a look at The Secret of the Sword, the first He-Man movie. Kind of cheating, it didn't come out in theaters.
No, that's right. It was actually on TV.
It's worth it.
Yeah. When you can give it away on YouTube for free, it's worth it.
Yeah, like this was the introduction of She-Ra.
Exactly. Yeah,
this was the new character, the new line of toys that they were trying to introduce.
It was like He-Man.
Successfully,
yes,
very
absolutely,
successfully.
Absolutely. It was like a lot of the shows back in the 80s, one long toy commercial, and really this was the rollout of a brand new product line geared towards women, young women, young ladies, girls who wanted to play with their brothers that had He-Man toys. Now there was some for them too, aside from Teela and Evil-Lyn.
Or the girls that already had He-Man toys. I'm just saying. I had He-Man toys. I loved Battle Cat. I loved He-Man. But then when She-Ra came out, I was like, cool, it's like a Ken and Barbie. It's like a superhero Ken and Barbie.
And they were all anatomically correct.
And that is kind of the point, actually. Really, I mean, like you had, Teela and Evil-Lyn, and the Sorceress, from He-Man, but they were all side characters. There was not, they didn't have that prominence that
We had Teela, but she was kind of secondary too. So
she didn't even know the secret. To this day, she doesn't even know what's going on.
I don't know if she was ever told the secret.
Not that I remember.
May have in the later second season, but
well, it's such a difficult thing to figure out.
Well, of course. I mean, they did such a great
job. Yeah,
this
new guy that's also blonde but tanned and has no nipples.
And a deeper voice.
I would mind having his voice that echoes automatically.
Yeah, exactly. Why
That'd
does it
be
always
great.
sound echoey?
That would be great.
It may have taken me 30 years to think about this, but why doesn't he ever change back? I don't know why. He's stronger.
He does change back. Well, okay.
Why did he ever change back to Adam? Why would he not just be He-Man all the
time? His parents
right?
didn't know, so all of a sudden He-Man shows up and Adam is gone forever.
Yeah, so they have like an Amber Alert like once a week. Really is what
really
happens.
Amber Alert, really?
Well,
isn't it an Amber Alert for I assume a 27-year-old
for their 30-year-old son? Yeah. Well, he still lives with his parents.
Is he Jewish?
Maybe Italian with that deep olive skin. I don't know.
He-Man is a New Yorker.
He's well connected
by the power of Grayskull.
Hey, He-Man has a number 2. He's got a man at arms. Okay, I don't. That doesn't say mob, and he's got a guy who just works his magic. You know what I'm saying?
And we should mention this is animated. Is this the first animated movie we've done?
Yes.
Yeah, this is our first cartoon movie, and
Power Rangers is a close second.
Very close second. Yeah. Let's get to it. Tex, why don't you take us through The Secret of the Sword?
All right, so our story begins with a rockin' 80s tune by Discount David Bowie, and eventually we get to the movie where the sorceress is having a nightmare about the babysitter from hell. A floating sword opens a door, and then it's time to see Adam sans his He-Man outfit. Spoiler alert. Cringer tries to give him a headache with his voice, and the sorceress Skypes Adam's brain to tell him to come visit her. She shows him the open door and gives him a sword that looks like his and sends him on his way. Cringer and Adam show up in Pandora, check out the local pub. Adam has a meet-cute with some guy named Bo, and the two go off to spend some time alone together. Our main baddie, Kordak, is introduced. Adam meets the rebels, such as they are, and they decide to rescue some villagers. We get to see the grab bag of powers the baddies have, and of course shit's getting serious, so Adam transforms into He-Man and discovers the captain of the army is the chick he was looking for. I think it's She-Ra. Anywho. Anywho, He-Man gets captured and Madame casts a spell to find him. He-Man and Adora have a "no, you're evil" whine-off, and the group shows up at Beast Island to rescue him, which they do, eventually. Adora gets roofied by the witch, Adam decides to go for a walk, I guess, and Kordak reveals his newest toy along with his evil plan. He gives the group a tour to let them know how everything works and just how to destroy it. He-Man sneaks into the base and gets captured again because he's the hero. He gets tossed into the willpower machine to get his ass drained, while Adora has a chat with the sword. Turns out she's He-Man's sister, and when she lifts the sword and says the magic words, her theme song plays.
Her theme song played. Yes! Fist bump.
Luckily, it was composed when she was born, I guess. Anywho, she flies off to save the forest. He-Man punches Kordak's beam thing because it looked at him funny and restores all the willpower to the slaves, I guess. The movie takes a break for the sorceress to tell He-Man and She-Ra what happened when she was a baby, and then it's back to the rebellion so we can find out why the movie isn't over yet.
I thought you said I wouldn't like this one.
Well, I thought you might not. Anyway, turns out Glimmer's mother is a slave somewhere, and off they go to save her. They do and decide to go home, but since there's still 20 minutes left of the movie, obviously it's not over. Kordak can't let his lady love go and follows Adam and Adora through the portal to Eternia. Adora reunites with Mom and Dad while Kordak goes to visit his old pal Skeletor. The two spend some time catching up and talking about how they can't quit each other and ultimately decide to work together. They kidnap Adora, Skeletor betrays Kordak and sends him back to Eternia or whatever, and Adora turns into She-Ra, saving herself before He-Man can be the hero. Adora decides to go back to the other world because she's got things to take care of. Adam follows her back, and the two decide to whip out their swords. The rebellion decides to lay siege on the castle, and She-Ra and He-Man show off how cool they are, while everyone just kind of stands around watching until most of the threats are eliminated. He-Man and She-Ra make it to the castle. Kordak establishes himself as a recurring villain in order to start the She-Ra show, and He-Man and She-Ra share a moment. He-Man sheds a tear, She-Ra flies off, and the credits mercifully roll.
Thanks, Tex.
Yeah,
The one thing I have to say, though, it's not Kordak, it's Hordak.
Oh, well, whatever. That's my response to that. I could not figure out what his name was.
He's Hordak, the villain that turns into a penis-shaped rocket.
Isn't every rocket penis-shaped?
Well, that's very true.
Just to defend Hordak there for a second?
That's very true. That's
yeah,
very
but
true.
do all rockets have the little sticker of their face on them?
Hey, Hordak is a transformer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, that's the... I may have blown the or is it a little early here, but...
Very seriously, and this is kind of a weird thing, but honestly and truly, on a scale of 1 to 10, how gay was this movie?
Oh, 8.5.
And I don't mean that as an insult. It's very, very gay friendly.
8.5.
Yeah, this is like,
that's not a bad thing.
No.
To be gay friendly.
Yeah,
that's not a bad thing at all. But 8.5. Yeah. That's my serious answer. 8.5.
Like Bo, like this guy.
Oh my god!
And
wow,
the looks that Adam and him exchange, and the way that they're riding the horse together, and how often
he's got his arm
Bo
around his
is
waist,
standing behind He-Man in a scene. Yeah.
To be fair, though, He-Man ends up riding the horse with his sister in much the same manner.
Okay, that's just wrong.
I know, right? So maybe we know where the problem stems.
But Bo has like the half cape.
Oh, I know.
Did you notice
heart
that?
on his chest?
A heart on his chest?
Yes, I know. He's the human equivalent of Tenderheart.
Yeah, yes, thank you very much from Care Bears. Yeah. For some of you Google
That's
that.
immediately what I thought of. As soon as I
Really?
saw the big heart on his chest, I'm like, oh, he's the human Tenderheart.
Well, back then you had it's this weird kind of melange, if you would. There's like that 80s androgyny thing that, the pop culture was kind of going for. Prince, of course, is always the go-to example of that. Him and his crew were, kind of experimenting with that. But at the same time, this really was a serious attempt to market a quote-unquote girl's toy. Now, Tex, you and I would have gotten along quite nicely if we lived in the same neighborhood because we could have played He-Man toys together.
Oh, that would have been all three of us. Trust me.
Exactly. But you would be a rarity back then.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, like it was until She-Ra came along.
Seriously?
Well, it just
My girl cousin had She-Ra toys, but she
Yep.
didn't have any He-Man toys.
Yep, my sister.
Seriously.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It
That's
was.
all we had until She-Ra came out. Well, okay, me. But still.
No,
Did
but
she, though?
it-
Did she?
There really was a. Now I'm a bit older than you, so maybe that has something to do with it as well. So it's still a few years away from, like being in the
Yeah, when
exact
he
same
came,
age,
when
but-
He-Man came out, you were in your, what, 20s?
Oh.
No,
Just
no,
kidding.
not
Just kidding.
quite. Not quite. Granted, still in my 20s, and I was still looking
Playing with
I was
He-Man,
I
yeah.
was working at Toys R Us in my 20s and be like, "Ooh, new He-Man figures!" And
Took a long
When they-
time for Mark to grow up.
when they
is what we're
relaunched
saying.
them.
Yeah.
No, but toys were pushed at us along gender lines. Like it really was
Yes.
kind of.
Yes.
And not that it was bad for girls to play with boys' toys. It was bad the other way around, though. That's the thing. I don't think.
I don't.
like,
It wasn't bad. There was just a stigma to it.
that's
all.
what I mean. Like as gay progressive as you're saying this cartoon is, the feeling at the time, so to speak, was not that progressive. It was
Yeah.
like if a boy picked up a Barbie's toy, then it was that was considered a no, right? Like that was bad.
Yeah. It depended on how open-minded
you-
your father was, really.
Well, yeah, that's true. How old your dad was, and
I
stuff
think
like
it's
that.
both parents, really.
Well, both parents, yeah, but
Yeah.
Because there
and,
wasn't a lot of open-mindedness, period.
yeah,
and
yeah.
the community too that you grew up in too, right? Like how
Yeah,
was
you
it a
didn't.
small.
You didn't admit to your friends that you had She-Ra toys,
Yeah.
if you had them. I didn't, but
No, I never did either. But
I mean, I don't think I did.
but like my sister.
Well, I
had
remember
them.
getting some weird looks from my, girl friends
Yeah.
when they found out I had He-Man toys.
Case
So I
in
guess-
point.
Yeah, so I guess that is true. I never really thought about that until this moment. Now that we're actually talking about He-Man, since I haven't talked about He-Man since I was 8.
So you were a little butch when you were a kid?
Oh,
Is that what
yeah.
you're saying? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and good on
Does that
you
surprise
for-
you? Honestly, as long as
Not
you
in the
know me?
least, no.
Okay, then moving on.
But that's the point.
Tex
It
just
was-
got 17 more proposals.
Should we just send him the proposal?
Do you know what?
at-
I would probably play with He-Man right now if I had the choice. I'm just saying.
They were cool toys back
They were
then.
really cool toys.
They were strong. They were tough. They were durable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The vehicles were great. Like they
Yeah.
they had
And the
stuff
look
that would
that
separate.
Battle Cat had on his face.
Oh, that constant
Oh,
snarl.
Yeah. Which didn't really work very well when he was supposed to be Cringer and all scared of everything, man. I can't do
Yeah, but-
this.
Yeah, but how many times did you actually play with him as Cringer?
I was going to say that I don't know what you're
Excuse me,
talking
to be
about.
true to the art, yes, I had a Cringer voice. I had a Battle Cat voice. I'm just saying.
I never had an Adam doll.
Yes, I know.
so
I
it
Yes.
just
didn't
got
matter.
5 more proposals, but I'm totally okay with that.
Send your proposals to proposals at we'll just start you an email address and you want
Text
pictures too?
proposals.
So
Great, now I have to
send-
make a new website,
send pictures, but only
textproposals.com.
send pictures, but only pictures of the He-Man toys that you had as a kid. That's
Yeah,
where
that's
she's going
it.
to start.
Yeah,
Right? With the-
yeah. It's like, ew,
She-
Moss
she-
Man, fuck that guy.
yeah. Yeah. But
Speaking-
I never had the Atom toy either. By the
Yeah,
way, it was
no.
always all He-Man, Battle Cat, Skeletor, and all the baddies and the cool vehicles. That was it.
Speaking of the baddies, let's get to the baddies in this movie.
Oh my God, these
Now, of course, you had your He-Man standbys. You had your Beast-Man, your Evil Lyn. I don't even think those guys were in this one.
Evil Lyn
No.
wasn't. Beastman was.
Beast-Man
Beast-Man
was. I
Cobra
think
was.
Trapjaw was.
Trapjaws and Tri-Eyes.
Triclops.
Oh, Triclops. Sorry, yeah.
Trust me, I know the names. But then we get introduced to the She-Ra villains, which the aforementioned Hordak. But we also have Catra,
Yeah.
which if you can't figure out, she's a cat. And if that...
No,
Yeah.
I couldn't think of mirror. I have no idea. Mirror.
Thank you. I was going to ask you to do that if you weren't.
That actually sounds exactly like Catra.
That is really good.
Did you do the voice of Catra when you were younger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That's where she got all the He-Man.
Cat
toys
out of
from.
the bag. So, oh my God, pun.
Yeah, I was going to say, was that on purpose?
No,
Wow.
totally not. You also had Mantenna.
Is that what his name was?
That's
What-
what his name was.
Okay.
One of my neighbor's sisters had this one as a bad guy.
Really?
And he had a little thing on his back so the eyes
The eyes
bulged
would
out.
pop out,
Yeah,
yeah.
actually- I remember that one.
Yeah, and he reminded
4
me
legs.
when I saw him again. I was like, oh my God, it's the cartoon version of Steve Urkel. And if you go back and watch it, if you know Steve Urkel, trust me, it'll fit. Who else did we have? I don't think I wrote anything. The Shadow Weaver, that was the
Witch.
The Witch.
Yep. Well, that's the thing. Essentially, what they were doing was they're going for their toy analogs of the He-Man series.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's
so
exactly
Hordak, Skeletor. You had this Montana was kind of like the Beast Man. Shadow Weaver was the same as Evil Lyn.
No, Beastman was the other one, the big furry one.
Or no, sorry, yeah, he had his own Beast Man. Basically, I see. I really didn't watch.
I don't remember what his
show
name
that
is.
much. I did, but I didn't. I would watch it. I would watch She-Ra.
I actually have to admit that when Adora turns into She-Ra, I had a little girl still loves She-Ra moment where I actually found myself freaking out a little bit as she turned into She-Ra and as her horse turned into Swiftwind. I am not going to lie. I actually got like
a little mark out moment there.
Yeah. Or, well, you know, a little text out moment. I was like, oh my God, She-Ra! Oh my God! Spit take.
That's not why we call it a mark out moment, but yeah, I think that works. Go ahead.
And I must admit that I had a mark out moment for when He-Man, when Adam transformed into He-Man, and the music kicked up. It just instantly kicked in that childhood memory.
Yeah.
Right? It was Pavlovian in response.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
The
yeah.
intro does it for me. Like if I watch the He-Man intro,
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
this is awesome.
I get a little teary eyed. I won't lie.
This is so awesome. I'm so full of testosterone right now.
Yes.
Yes.
It turns into Battle Cat, and that roar comes out.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
It's like, yep.
The real lion roar that they
that
actually have.
generic roar,
Yeah, but it was
like every
fucking awesome.
beast in every cartoon had.
Absolutely. That's the way they did it back then. The sound Foley was limited.
Hey, well, you know,
I think they all just
it
pulled from the
worked,
same
though.
folder, though. That's the
It
thing.
fucking worked, though, so who cares?
Oh, yeah.
1980s computers, there was a folder. That's it. It was on a
I'm
tape.
not even sure there would be.
That's
a
why they made the
folder.
internet so they can share
There was
sound
a-
files. That's,
yeah,
what,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
what the internet was when it first
So they
started.
can make He-Man and She-Ra at the same time.
Yeah,
you know?
considering how many, how much storage space a computer had, pretty sure it wouldn't even be a folder.
No, it would
It might
be
be like 6 or 7 floppy disks.
it would be a bank of vacuum tubes.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's the reason why like the crossover worked though, because I know my once She-Ra came out, my little sister would start watching He-Man with me,
Yeah.
hoping She-Ra would show up for the crossover episode. Right?
She
We didn't
never
know when
did.
they were coming.
Yeah.
And then
Rarely
vice
ever
versa.
did.
I would watch every once in a while. I'd watch and be like, is He-Man going to show up and save the day or whatever? You know, no. Oh, okay. Well, forget it. I'm gonna
Yeah, a
go.
lot of time wasted watching She-Ra episodes.
Yeah, see, I just watched both.
All of them.
Well,
yeah.
there you go. You were then,
So lucky.
you were the target demographic, to be honest. Then for both.
Well, then, I rule.
Now, we talked about how gay this movie is, but can we also talk about how overtly sexy the women in this show are, especially when they sleep?
Oh my God! How about Glimmer when she first meets friggin' He-Man?
Oh yeah,
Jesus Christ! She might as well just rip her clothes off and be like, "I'm available."
she gets a she boner for him.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
believe it. I noticed that right away. I was like, she's like,
I
well,
laughed out loud when she's like, "Oh, Adam," or whatever, and like actually touches herself. I'm like, "Oh, wow, okay."
Yeah. Maybe she is that into you.
And clearly, Adam is gay. I'm sorry.
No, he is.
Clearly, he is. He never responds to any woman at all,
No.
except for She-Ra, which is kind of awkward and wrong.
Kind of. I don't know if he. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he does.
Yeah.
I always thought there was a thing
Yeah,
with him
no.
and Tila back
Yeah.
home. and that
Adam.
was-
Adam would always respond to Tila.
Yeah, so he was just being faithful to his woman.
Okay, well, I didn't see him do anything with Tila in the small amount of time they were in.
Oh, it was not a lot. I mean, they.
Oh, not in this movie. No.
It really
No,
wasn't
okay.
until this series came out that the sexuality actually started just showing up. I don't know what they were thinking, if they thought, well, it might help us reach a larger demographic, or if it was just kind of the kids are growing up now, so they just kind of throw this stuff in.
I
don't know. what
think
were
they did
thinking.
it so the fathers would let the kids watch. That's why they
Or
did
would
it.
watch with them.
Or would watch with them.
Hey.
But even like the women
Sweetie,
when
who
they
is that on the screen there?
the women when they slept. Did you not notice like when the sorceress was sleeping or when Adora was sleeping, they were like, oh, they had these arms up and they were all like peacefully sleeping with perfect makeup on, by the way.
Well, yeah. That's just how it's done.
Okay, now isn't that...
But they were sleeping in that kind of sexy kind of, I'm off in dreamland, yet I'm still kind of available kind of sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but how do you expect
Totally.
them? How do you expect them to sleep like face first, ass in the air, farting? Like,
Okay, I'm going to bring your attention to Frozen. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet.
Not yet, but I'm going to watch that
But
this
there
weekend.
is a point where they knock on the door and Anna like sits up and her hair is a fucking mess. And before they knock on the door, it actually pans in on her sleeping, and she's like mouth open, head to the side, snoring like a fucking log. It's hilarious.
oh yeah, and
That's nowadays, though.
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, not 1984.
No, I know that's
Yeah, this was 1985.
85. Sorry, yeah.
And our first G-rated film, too.
Ooh.
Well, I don't
Breaking
know.
new ground.
I may have to debate that rating actually for what we're talking about. We've got gay lovers. We've got the sorceress in a nightie.
Oh yes.
When she gets up, she
I got to tell you. Sorcerer's kind of hot.
Yeah. I will admit that was the one. That was
Every single woman has the same body.
Well, there's that, too. I was never much of a Teal-Up guy, but Adora, very hot.
yeah. So what you're saying? The sorceress had kind of like a MILF thing going on?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Before MILF was cool.
Totally. Not in the live-action movie? No.
No.
But in the cartoon? Totally. What was the other villain? The Scorpia, I think her name was?
Yeah.
I didn't catch what her
Yeah,
name
a
was.
lot more female villains in this. Eh?
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Ladies for the yeah. So it's all a big cat fight. Well, okay, when that one catcher's in there, it's always a cat fight.
Did you catch the continuity error, by the way?
Ooh.
When Adora steals the sword from, she steals her sword and she's got He-Man, I think, locked up in the room, and she's arresting him or waiting for the guy to come out from behind. She holds the sword up and it's He-Man's sword, and then there's a blip, and then the little circle on her sword comes back, because that's how you can tell it's her sword. It has a little
She has
jewel in the
a
middle.
jewel, yeah.
Oh, is that how?
She has
Yeah.
the Skype jewel.
Yeah, she's
Sorry, jewel of Skype.
she's got the touch screen on her sword.
But it's
And
only
so-
on one side though, so maybe she just.
No, it's on
flipped
both
it around.
sides. No, it's on both sides.
See, I remember it different. I remember it wasn't like through the sword.
It was through the sword.
Embedded into
Yeah.
one side of it.
Like I said, my cousin had the sword, and it was through the sword.
Oh, the toy actually ended up
Yeah.
being that? Yeah. Well, see, the
Yeah.
animation did not hold up for that, because sometimes you would see it and sometimes you wouldn't, and that's where I got the impression it was just on one, like embedded, but not through the sword.
Yeah, exactly.
This movie honestly made me want to dress up as She-Ra for Halloween.
And there's 18 more
And
proposals.
there's 18 more proposals.
There might be one from me though. I'm just going to say that after that comment, I might have to send.
Yeah,
an
you
email
just have
to-
like a multicolored bird. You might get one from me too. So,
send
like the
to
sorceress
proposals at what was that email address again? I need to
at gmail.com. Text proposals at gmail.com.
text proposals.
I'm gonna have to go
Oh
on
yeah,
and register
like
that.
we need a separate email address for Mean Mark proposals.
No, you and I don't have one
I
because
know. That's why we
you know.
don't really need to say text proposals.
demand to drive supply. So that's all. That's all I'm at. What did I write here? Oh yeah, slavery for kids.
Wow, I know,
Oh,
eh?
Yeah.
This whole thing is like this movie's kind of weird because they kind of wrap up the first story, and then there's like
Yeah.
another little bit of a story.
Well, don't forget how
And
this
then-
was released, though. This was on TV. This was just a series of episodes to introduce.
Yeah,
She-Ra.
this was a 5-part series.
Right, but that end part really, would have been just a standalone crossover. It really didn't have yes, it does follow, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it was really just we've got to cement that these two are part of the same universe. So they came up with another one-off episode to really just try and continue things.
Yeah,
And so that way, as it was being released, basically as it was being thumped into our brains that we want these toys, they just took it that one step further. That's why I'm sure they wrote like the first hour, and it was all supposed to wrap up with the Hordax machine getting smashed,
yes.
and then they're like,
Let's
but
talk about
he
that.
has a prisoner.
Let's talk about that machine for a second, because this was really odd to me that I didn't get until now. He shows off the machine, and he blasts the rock into the Valley of the Lost, or whatever the hell
Yeah,
it
it's like a
was.
bottomless pit idea.
Yeah. And then it's out of power.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's completely out of power.
he needs more will.
And he needs...
I can't believe I just said that.
It runs on willpower. So I guess if you had an apathetic guy, you wouldn't get anything in there. It's like,
No, not at all.
meh, take my thing, whatever.
You get a bunch of you
I don't
fast forward this movie about 10 years, you get a bunch of 90s slackers in there. Like, he's not getting anything done. You know what I mean?
All the B-boys from the 90s?
Yeah. They're just like, whatever, man. No, sadly enough, this machine kind of taken from Green Lantern.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but okay.
Well, no, but that's the same principle. Their rings run on will.
I thought their rings ran on whatever the ring stood for.
Well, green is the power of will.
That's what I mean.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
But going back to your slavery, the slavery discussion, you got to respect an evil tyrant who shows up with a ship and is nice enough to lay down a nice conveyor walking belt to bring his slaves in instead of, like the usual poke them in the back until they walk into the thing. No, he's laying out a conveyor belt to line them all up nicely to get just shot up into the...
Well, it takes less droid army guys to poke them, so...
Oh, yeah.
You just dump them on the conveyor belt and they move automatically whether they want to or not, rather than, using your manpower just to poke them every 10 feet,
So I thought they were maybe they thought they were at like the airport or something like that. And they I'm going to catch my flight.
I'm late for my flight.
My flight to the Etheria version of Tucson, and they get on the wrong walkway. And he's like, "Hey, what am I doing? I'm a slave now."
Great, I was going on vacation, and now I'm a slave. Great,
son of a.
I
will be putting an angry call to my travel agent when I
my
get back.
retirement has not started off well.
And you're evil when you just come out and say it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that convenient?
The evil horde,
It's like, no, I work for the powers of evil. I loved back in the 80s because the villains would always do that. The villains were always willing to go, yes, no, I can't help you. Why? Well, because I'm the bad guy.
I'm evil.
I can't. You're the good guy. I hate good guys. Get out of my office. No.
Spaceballs called it out nicely with good is dumb. Like that's that's the motivation for every bad guy prior to that movie, because good is dumb. By the way, She-Ra has a friend who's a witch. Oh no, sorry, the rebels have a friend who's a witch. I don't remember her being a New Yorker.
Oh my God.
I want to cast a spell on you.
Oh,
she's a
Jesus.
Jewish mother.
I was killing. I was
my
dying
God,
with her.
yeah.
Actually, I was like, I actually wrote down a little thing when I first met Adam. I was like, "Oi with the henchmen already," because that's seriously what it seemed like.
Oh, that was
It was freaking awesome.
He-Man, come over for a nice piece of fish.
That's totally how she talks.
Nice gavolt.
I'm sorry, it's Hanukkah. I can't help you today, She-Ra.
I'm all verklempt.
Let me give you a topic. The planet Eternia. Neither a planet nor eternal. Discuss.
Saturday Night Live, people. Look it up on the YouTube.
Oh, yeah. You know what? It might as well have been played by Mike Myers, a young Mike Myers at that point. And I laughed and laughed when we first see the rebels, led by the mighty Bo. Good God, try and rescue the village, only to completely fail epically until.
Oh, yeah.
And then Adam's just kind of watching. He's like, "Well, I guess I better step in. Fuck again." And then I marked out because He-Man shows up.
See, Bo is the reason why I wasn't surprised when Viggo Mortensen came out of the closet and said he was gay.
What?
Because he was the ranger in
Lord
of the Rings, and he
Yeah.
had the hood. Like when they first meet him, they meet him in a tavern. He's sitting by himself,
Staring at Frodo.
staring at the hero. He's got the hood up, and
But
he's
no
like,
half cape.
maybe he doesn't have the half cape. Granted, maybe Peter Jackson tried to hide that, but still. Like as soon as I saw him in Lord of the Rings, I was like, "Is that Bo?" No, it can't be. He doesn't have the heart on his chest, nor the big red bushy mustache like Tom Selleck. What the hell?
Well, that's the Man-at-Arms equivalent.
Is it though?
Well, if you
Is it
think,
really?
Kind of. And I only say that not to call Man-at-Arms gay.
Although I never understood why he was always green, but I guess that was his outfit.
Exactly. And from a toy maker perspective, the fewer molds you can do, the better. That's why, like, most of the guys have the same physique. Like the Mr. Universe in Eternia was a fucking hard contest to judge because everyone was jacked, right? They all had the same.
I think they just took turns.
It's the same with the girls.
Yeah, pretty much.
All the women had the same bodies.
Miss Eternia.
Miss Eternia.
Yeah, exactly. All the women had the same bodies. All the guys had the same bodies. Like even the friggin', I was laughing when it showed the one slave that was put in the tomb thing for the willpower machine.
Right.
The phone booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucking ripped. I'm like, okay, what kind of friggin' physical regime do you have as a peasant in this on this planet? Because holy shit.
Well, slave abs are always like, bow, like they're like washboard. Like they clean their own clothes on their rib cage, you know
seriously.
what I mean?
Yeah, because this guy's supposed to be I don't know, because he's talking about his son, who's going to have the same body as him. So we're talking 50s-ish, and he's just, like, ripped to shit. I was like, holy good goddamn. Like, there's no such thing as fat people in the He-Man universe, apparently.
No. Ram Man was about the only one I could think of.
He
was just short.
Well, the thing is, though, I mean, that's why he was perfect for the machine. It takes a lot of willpower to work out like that day in, day out.
With no food.
He's farming. He's doing push-ups. You know what I mean? Like, there's no downtime for this guy.
Yeah,
and what I loved in this movie was the old He-Man staple of characters staring off into the distance, saying a line with a dead expression, only moving their lips, and then walking off screen. You ever seen that?
Every scene?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like a mini monologue.
They're looking off camera, and then they say something, just moving their lips with a completely dead expression in their eyes, and then they walk forward. That's it. And Glimmer was bad for it too.
Again, limited resources, right? Like the animation in this, you can see the. I would love to see it redone. You know what I mean? Like that would have been by today's standards, it would be amazing. It could be an amazing show just because of the whole idea they created.
Apparently, they are rebooting the movie.
Yeah.
We're getting a brand new live action
really?
He-Man movie.
So now what I want to see, though, is like take the whole idea of He-Man and the whole thing and then put it in like that Mad Max remake world where everything's vicious. You know what I mean? Like everyone's carrying swords and axes and stuff. I want to see some cleave. You know what I mean? I want to see like Beast Man lose an arm. Something like that. And we'll see a lot of cleavage too. Yes, of course, But yeah, it is funny to see them repeat. Like anytime He-Man needs to punch something, he just walks up to the screen, lips move. So
my god, I love that punching scene. That's hilarious. He's got that like snarl on his face. And he's like, "Nah, I'm punching you."
Well, it's always the same thing if you watch it. He walks up, so mouth moves, so they have to give him some kind of like He-Man's got like a bit of a sarcastic humor to him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So you got to say some little pithy line, and then the fist comes right at the screen every single time.
Which totally reminded me of Hercules.
Oh, absolutely.
I love how they pass off like they go into the bar in the beginning of the movie or the tavern or whatever. Hi, Bailey. And Cringer kind of goes off to the side. He's like, "Hey, how about some food?" And it doesn't fool the guy at all. He's like, "Wait, your cat can talk?"
Yeah.
And then Adam just tosses it aside, going, "Yeah, doesn't everybody?"
Yeah.
Which is such an '80s joke, but.
Although back in over on Eternia, he did have the only talking cat.
He did, yeah.
Skeletor's cat never talked.
No, Panther never talked.
Never talked. No, he just growled.
Well, She-Ra has the only talking horse, and only when he's as Swiftwind.
Yeah, only when he's Swiftwind. And he's Spirit when he's not.
Is it Spirit?
Spirit.
I couldn't remember exactly what he was.
Spirit and Swiftwind.
Spirit to Swiftwind, yeah.
And apparently he...
And I get the idea of Cringer going to Battle Cat, but why does Spirit go to Swiftwind?
Because he can fly?
He can still be Spirit.
Yeah, it's weird. He's almost like,
and
you're
how
not
does
going to
how does he suddenly know that he's Swiftwind?
Yeah, that's really... I'm Swiftwind now. It's like, oh.
Yeah, and I'm now going to hit on you as you're sitting on my back. I'm sorry. The way that horse was looking at She-Ra? Yeah.
Well, he did get a lot more...
Do you think they ever fight? Do you think they ever fight? It's like, Swiftwind, down Swiftwind. Yeah, I'm not. No, we're not there yet. No, down Swiftwind. No. Had to have that extra donut, did you, Shira?
Hey, who's the fella on my back? Get rid of him.
Yes.
He's just dead weight.
What'd you say? You could put on a saddle. That's all I'm saying. And stop holding on to my mane. Jesus Christ, you
Ever heard of
driver.
a bridle?
I love the idea that she has to tell him there's something coming at us, so make sure to dive away from it.
Yeah.
You can suddenly talk.
No,
but
you can't see.
You're clearly not smart enough to figure out that you should avoid objects coming at you. Okay.
I like it when they go back to Eternia and Adam's like, yeah, my parents don't know about my secret. It's probably a good idea for you not to tell them your secret either. She's like, lie to my parents that I've never met before that I'm meeting for the first time? Okay. No problem.
Yeah,
No problem. I had no problem with that whatsoever. No problem.
She's new to the superhero game.
I don't understand this whole like mythology with the whole He-Man and like this royal family and whatever, because
Right.
okay, where did the sword come from?
The sword came
Grayskull.
from Castle Grayskull.
Okay. Why does the family know nothing? Like, is he the first He-Man in existence,
Yes.
or is this like a
Eternia was in
something-
need of a champion. The sword basically picked Adam. He became He-Man. He keeps it a secret for the same reason that all superheroes keep the secret from their families, is so the villains don't go after them, which is stupid.
Which
because,
is absolutely
because Skeletor goes
ridiculous
after the
because
king all the
everybody-
time
Yeah, I was
anyway,
gonna
so it doesn't
say-
matter.
I was gonna say, like, in that like one movie, Skeletor went after everybody, and
I think-
Hordak and whatever his name is went after. Like, they knew exactly where He-Man was.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, like I think I think keeping his identity a secret was one of the bullshit rules that the sorceress came out with, because she always came out with bullshit rules like that all the time. She's like, no, you can't do that. You can't tell them your secret. Because that's basically how she talks.
Yeah.
She talks in a very
essentially.
sexy whisper.
That's magical. A young
That-
me thought that was
that's
very,
the-
very magical.
That's the
Call to
sign.
me.
That's the sign of someone having magic. If you can do this with your voice, you're magic.
30 more proposals.
Is that what it's called?
Apparently, in the He-Man universe.
By the way,
yes.
Glimmer's, since we're on the thing of voices, Glimmer's mother, was that not voiced by a young boy?
No,
Do you remember that?
I thought it was voiced by a smoker. I'm pretty sure I've heard that voice in a
Glimmer, I'm
casino.
so happy you're here.
My daughter, oh my daughter, you broke a mother's heart.
Apparently voiced by Harvey Firestein,
Yes,
apparently.
yeah, exactly. Actually, that would have been funnier.
And speaking of voices, I wonder how long it took Skeletor to perfect his baker's voice.
Oh, there's the
my
only
God.
fat guy is a baker.
Oh well, yeah, of course.
Hi, I got to bake you a cake.
I have some treats for you. You know.
Yeah, I love this like huge palace that's guarded by 2 guards.
Two
Take
guys.
those 2 guards out, you're good.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
know there's a guy named Skeletor who has an army of monsters
Yeah.
who's constantly trying to take over the planet. No, let's leave Chet and Biff in charge of the security.
Fucking Chet.
God damn that Chet.
Sorry, it's
Shows up everywhere.
it's Eternia, so it's Chetor.
Chetor. Yeah.
Chetor.
Yeah. I like it when She-Ra saves He-Man. She goes, she helps him out of the tube, and then he goes. She leans him up against the wall because he's so drained of power, and then throws him his sword.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, so you can't even stand up, but hey, catching something out of the air, you're good.
Catch a flying bladed weapon. Good luck.
And it's, you know what? It's actually really good that Hordak didn't know about this particular power-up that the sword has, because otherwise that machine would never run out of power.
No.
Drain He-Man, hand him his sword, get him to say by the power of Grayskull, because he's not that smart, trick him into doing it.
Yeah.
Get him to say by the power of Grayskull, throw him back in the tank. There
Yeah.
you go.
Just stand behind him, stun gun when he's done his little speech there, and then back into the machine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like one really. Oh boy, yeah.
You'd be like the Energizer Bunny for that.
Not again. Although He-Man does the same thing though to Battle Cat. In the bar fight, he just whips the sword at a guy, and he knows that Battle Cat's going to catch it for him.
Yeah.
I love that dynamic. It's like, don't worry, this sucker's coming back. I've taught my cat to play fetch.
Well, look at Montana. He says, "Oh, my eye beams, my balance. What's it say? I have it written down.
He's
here.
got some type of UV ray.
Yeah, his like beams. He says, "I'm going to throw off his sense of balance." I'm like, balance isn't a sense.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have an inner ear problem. Same result
I
as
think
an
it was
infection.
like I think it was something to do with UV rays that he was beaming at him to
Not sure.
to knock him off balance, because there was another one that he was doing to somebody, to like the rest of the rebel squad
Yeah.
that were going after them. He did something to them and they were all like, "Oh, we're down." And then those beams
Curses!
shot at He-Man did nothing.
Well, no,
But
he
then
lost his
did,
balance.
like no. The first time, the first beams that he threw at He-Man did like nothing to him. He just kept coming at him. But then apparently he has like a setting in his eyes that he can change. He can change the kind of
Just
beam that
hits
he
the back of
sends.
his head a few times to get the right setting.
Well, it seemed that way because all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, these beams will work," and it was like, "Well, is there's got to be some type of setting on him, like, wiggle his ear and there you go."
Like I said, it was on
Yeah,
his
maybe,
back.
I don't know.
The switch was on his back.
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And how is he not running Etheria? Fuck you, Hordak! And then he just, when they're standing near a cliff, he can just like, oh, he fell.
Maybe Shadow Weaver is controlling him with her mist of drugs.
Her roofie mist.
Her roofie mist, yeah.
Yeah.
Thud.
Now you called He-Man
Damn
dumb.
it.
You called He-Man dumb, but Athena, at least in the beginning of this, not a whole lot better. I know she was under
Who?
a spell.
Adora?
Adora. What did I say? Athena?
Athena?
I wrote that in my notes.
Adora
Whatever.
happens to be one of my favorite female names. I love that name.
Oh, okay.
That is a good name.
It is a great
adorable.
name.
It is
Yeah.
a good name. It's going in my
It is a good name,
list
yes.
of names for sure.
But she's saying, okay, there's a conversation she has when they have He-Man in the magical chains and he's he can't go anywhere, and she's like, but I serve the good people of the Horde, and well, he's like, well, have you seen what they've done to the country? Well, no, I've been studying in the Fright Zone, and even He-Man calls him out. He's like, you can't believe that. Like he literally, like he says
Yeah.
it. So the way he delivers the actor delivers the line is hilarious.
You don't believe that.
Because it's
Yeah.
so matter of fact. He's like, you can't believe that. Like if his hand was free, he would smack his head and be like, you can't believe that.
Yeah.
That these guys are good. It was hilarious. Oh, I laughed so hard at that.
I loved it too because Hordak never for 1 second hides the fact that he's evil.
No.
Meanwhile,
He's just
Adora's like, "Oh, I'm totally on the good side."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, you're
Like
not.
she's never walked into the room that Hordak didn't notice, and he's going, "Oh, I'm so evil." Good. I'm good.
I'm so even. My bank book is balanced. Even. Haha, that is so good.
I love the part where Hordak crashes as the rocket, and he says something to the effect of, "I have to learn how to control my rocket form better."
Yeah.
And I giggled like a little schoolgirl going, every guy said that when they were 16.
I love the part when you got the two like henchmen on the cliff that are watching everybody go through the portal. All I could think was the first episode of Red vs. Blue with Church and Tucker on the cliff being like, "Hey, what are they doing? What are they doing now? What do you think they're talking about?" and everything. Like, that's all I could think about. That's all I could imagine, because one of them is actually watching with
Damn
something.
it, Trapjaw.
Yeah, because one of them is actually watching with something, so it was like Church looking through the sniper rifle. You're like, what are they doing? What? What are they doing now? It's like, God damn, I'm getting so sick of you answering that question. Like,
Now, I asked you to watch for the bushes. Did you catch what I meant?
I did not catch what you meant.
On Etheria, it was sort of near the end in the final battle scene.
There was so much going on. How could I watch the bushes?
The Jewish witch and her broom, who is named Broom, by the way. Real creative on that one.
Yeah, the guy using the bow and arrows named Bo.
Yeah, Katra. So, but they're hiding behind two round bushes, and they're complete circles. But on our side that we can see, there's two little blooms on each bush.
I know where you're going with this.
And it looks like they're hiding behind a giant pair of purple boobs. I was like, what? Somebody had to know they were putting that in there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, somebody had to know that. Like,
you're right.
Some animator put that in and tried to sneak it through, and it got through.
Absolutely. Well, I mean that's how they did all of the scenery, right? Was one just painting more or less, and you get the old trick of the scan, right? So they would do one large picture, and then they have the camera focus in and scan on it to give us our setting, like, you know, big picture of Snake Mountain, and then it scans from bottom to top or top to bottom or whatever, side to side. And so, some guy spent a lot of time, or some person, sorry, spent a lot of time drawing.
It was a guy.
It was a guy. It was a guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this was the 80s. It was a guy. Yeah. And so he put that in there and giggled to himself, showed the guy in the cubicle next to him, and moved on to the next scene. Like,
it's like, dude, you should totally send it out like that. You think so? You think they'll catch it? Nah, man, the guys won't catch it. It's Friday.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? This is She-Ra. There's boobs everywhere. They're not going to catch this.
So, I don't know if you guys caught this. At the end, He-Man, Teela, and Man-at-Arms. So, She-Ra's been captured by Skeletor and is in jail at Snake Mountain.
Yes.
Okay. So, He-Man, Teela, and Man-at-Arms travel to Snake Mountain. They meet up with She-Ra because she breaks out on her own. Mm-hmm. He-Man tells Teela and Man-at-Arms that Adora is safe and let's go home. And Teela's like, okay.
Yes.
So they traveled all the way to Snake Mountain to save Adora.
Yep.
They just meet up with this brand new stranger, He-Man, who's been with them the whole time, says Adora's safe.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right.
Well,
yeah.
And they go back.
Yeah.
That is a wasted trip.
Yeah.
That is a big tip-off that Adora is She-Ra.
The sad part is that Teela's the only one who's in the dark in this. Man-at-Arms knows He-Man's secret.
That's true.
Right?
So, he does?
Oh, yeah.
Man-at-Arms knows.
That's why his one line is like, I thought that would happen.
Yeah, that was another big tip-off, too.
Yeah, Man-at-Arms knew right away. He's like, oh, here, great, we got another one.
Yeah.
Great, I can retire, finally.
You don't have to call on me whenever you need something. An orca won't throw eggs in my face.
My daughter won't grow up. I'm trying to raise her to be the next captain. It's going poorly. It's taking me season after season after season. Skeletor's not going anywhere. Finally, someone else has shown up to take over. I'm retiring.
I did not know he knew the secret. Of course, then again, it's been a really long time since I watched the show.
Yeah,
so.
But it is in the intro. They remind you of that every week.
Yeah. Only three friends share our secret. Our friends, the sorceress, Man-at-Arms, and Orko.
Well, in my defense, this particular thing did not... It didn't go over that. We didn't actually get, the He-Man...
No, we didn't get the intro.
We didn't get the He-Man
intro. But Lou Scheimer did get top billing again.
Oh, well, good.
During that awful song. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Okay, Mark, you went to Bible college and studied theology a lot. Did that not sound like maybe a Christian song?
It very much had, power of love kind of, or
she is searching for you. He will find you.
Yes, I definitely got that kind of like
it kind of works to the movie.
Wow, but really? I actually blocked it out, and within the first couple of minutes of the song, I'm like, this is making my ears bleed. I don't hear this anymore. I blocked it out.
Well, that's because they couldn't get Huey Lewis's Power of Love. Otherwise, I think they would have done which would have been way better.
It would have been the same year as Back to the Future, too.
I know.
It would have been a double hit.
But wouldn't it have been great if the credits roll, they all, cringer. That's the power of love. just go out on that note. That would have been awesome.
So, yeah, nearly 30 years before Frozen. He-Man did the brother sister thing first, or the sibling thing first, I should say.
Question for the room: Shadow Weaver has asthma, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't remember. Like I didn't have the She-Ra toys, so Tex helped me out. Did she come with a puffer? Like, was there a little?
No,
for her sake, I mean.
But I
She
bet
came
she was
with an
like
oxygen
Orko and
tank.
came with wheels in the bottom.
Yeah. Well, it's all that dust, I guess, that she keeps. She probably inhaled some of it over the years, and
Probably.
that's why she got those breathing problems. And holy fuck, does He-Man ever keep getting captured in this movie?
Oh
That's
my
one thing,
God.
when I was watching the episodes as a kid, didn't really pick up on the subtlety like that, right? But as watching it all at once, I was like, oh, "Fuck, he's captured again! What the hell?" Like,
Oh yeah.
the most powerful man in the universe.
He's captured all the time.
Yeah.
And the noises he makes when he's struggling,
Ah.
Oh.
did that not weird anybody else out?
I couldn't look at the
Yes.
screen.
When they
It's like,
when
are
they
you
were
having trouble
playing
coming? Is that what your problem?
When they were actually playing that, all you heard were those sounds and chains rattling,
Yeah.
and you don't know what's going on yet. And I was like, should I be watching this?
Is this 50 Shades of He-Man? Is this what
Yeah,
this is?
50
seriously.
Shades of Eternia. Well, it's either that or they would take the lower route and it would be like, and then he just feels.
That
Sorry,
was,
Battlecat.
That was Thundercats.
Thundercats. Did you like how apparently willpower is like just a gaseous form?
Oh yes.
It's just
When it gets released.
when He-Man punches the machine and everything. And
Apparently, when you have no willpower, you get tired.
yes.
oh sure.
And when it's returned to you, you are super strong.
Do you think
That's
maybe?
just how it works.
Do you think somebody got more willpower than they had before?
Someone else's will.
So they got a little bit of someone else's willpower, so that
Yeah, so that like one thing they'd been putting off for so long, they're finally,
They're
like,
finally gonna do.
I'm gonna do it.
and the one guy that always did everything is kind of like, nah, fuck it.
So wait, that second guy goes home and the wife's like, you're different. I don't know what's wrong. Like, you used to get up every morning at 6 a.m. and go and till the fields, do all your push-ups, all your sit-ups,
Yeah.
lift the rocks, and now look at you. You've been on the couch for 3 weeks. What the hell's wrong with you?
Chet's got my willpower.
Chet. Oh, by the way, we have a sponsor.
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
Yep. This podcast brought to you by Willowsol. Feeling down? Spray some Willowsol, now in aerosol form, and you'll be right as rain is no time. From Hordak Industries.
Where do you spray Willisol?
Apparently right in your face.
Just right in your face. You don't
Yeah.
under the arms or nothing.
No, just spritz it in your face.
And maybe if your wife is looking, you just spray it downstairs a little bit, give it a little bit more willpower.
Well, you spray it in her downstairs, and
Oh, that's when she has a headache. Okay.
yeah. Use Willowsol from Hordak Industries. The rebellion's stupid.
Okay.
Duh.
Yeah.
Defend?
Sure.
No, you don't need to defend because it's quite obvious. They have no fucking plan. When they decide they're going to rescue the villagers, they're like, let's go.
Well, before we even get there, Adora's like...
they also need to be told
Yeah.
that they should be doing something.
But Adora's like, it's okay, I'm good now. And they're like, oh, good. Well, all right, I guess we should rebel now, huh? You know?
Yeah, she's like, no, I'm good now. I'm no longer evil.
See, Here, let me get a diagram here. If you can see over here on the left-hand side, I was evil. Now I'm going to draw a line over to the right-hand side. This is me now. I am good.
Yeah, you'll notice the sword intersecting, and this is the reason I am good now. No.
See the scantily clad man? He will vouch for me.
Glimmer's like, okay, then.
Yeah, Glimmer's all in. Bo's like,
Oh,
me
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
What do you think Glimmer was like when He-Man showed up in his bondage gear?
With the
probably
tan and all that.
cranked her turn right there.
Yeah,
Totally right
seriously.
there.
You know
I
what-
love that, too, how they show up to save him, and all they manage to do is basically waste some time in order to be captured again. And I
Yeah.
was like, well done. Good for you.
Or how about when She-Ra finds out she can talk to animals?
Oh my God, she's so overpowered in this. She gets
really?
the super strength, and
Yeah.
then she can talk to animals and almost and heal. She's got healing powers.
Yeah.
She brings her horse back from near death from a stun ray. So
Yeah.
someone had their phaser on the wrong setting.
Or someone doesn't really understand what stun is supposed to do.
Yeah. So maybe she thinks she has powers, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
The horse is like, no, I just need a few seconds. Okay, I'm good. No, you didn't bring me back from the dead. I'm fine. I was just a little stunned. No, don't stop it. No, you cannot heal people. I'm fine. Just forget it. Let her think she can heal people.
I love how the fucking forest animals show up just to let everybody know, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Let's help fight. Sure.
Yeah, just to let us know. By the way, girls, when you're playing with the toy, she can also do this.
Yeah.
So get your house cat because
Yeah.
She-Ra can talk to it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do not worry about it. Your dog's fine.
Yeah, seriously.
But the rebellion when they have the big battle at the end, they're like, their big plan is all right. So
He-Man and She-Ra are going to go
yeah,
in and do shit, and we're just
they're
going to stand here.
They're on point, right? So that's part one. They're
Yeah,
on point.
and we knew we need a few people who are willing to go out and sacrifice themselves.
But then the big plan is, let's get them.
Yeah.
That's it. Bo's like,
That's
let's get them.
Yeah. That's
like
what I'm
no
saying.
Strategy.
That's what I'm saying. There's no such thing as strategy with these guys, and they need to be told when to actually fight. Like
Yeah.
they actually say in the forest, the very first time that you meet the rebels, they actually say, "Well, we've been thinking about doing something or something along those lines. Let's finally do it." So,
Yeah.
what were you rebelling against exactly?
Yeah, this is a horrible rebellion.
You weren't really rebelling as much as
Bitching, I think. That's
Well, no,
basically
not
it.
even that. You weren't really rebelling so much as avoiding
Yes.
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
anything.
Maybe protesting?
Probably not even that though.
Well, they said that some there were some rebels that got arrested for singing anti-Hordak songs or something like that.
It's not even a protest. That's just a drunk song
There you go.
So
because
really,
they were singing at the pub, so they probably had too much to drink.
Yeah.
And there you go.
So it wasn't really a rebellion, more or less, just a moral disagreement
Yeah.
of ideals. Like no action, just ideals.
Well, yeah, but if you want to disagree with slavery, that's a pretty good thing to disagree with.
Oh, I know,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
But again, there's a whole idea of disagreement versus action here, which they had none of. They're like,
Yeah.
well, you know what? We really disagree with this, but if only we had the most powerful man in the universe, that I think would really get things going. You know?
Yeah.
Let's see if someone like that comes along. By
Yeah, or
happenstance.
how about we just need someone to tell us to do something.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll give this movie is at least Adora was told what to say when she held aloft her sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was told to say for the honor of Grayskull. He-Man was never told that.
So he just figured it out himself.
He was going through a phase of picking up things, holding them above their head, and saying "by the power of Grayskull," I guess. You know that phase that all kids go through.
Is that serious? Like, no. To be on perfectly serious here. How exactly did he find out about the sword and everything?
The sword chose him.
Sure.
So, yeah, the sword chose him to be the champion of Eternia, essentially.
The sorceress.
So
is
it
his
shows
guide.
him a short film.
Your champion and
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Your champion.
It shows him
Being
a
the
short
champion
film
of the planet.
about exactly what his powers are and what he can do.
From what I remember, he
because
just finds
he
the
points
sword.
the sword at Cringer to
Yeah.
turn him into Battle Cat.
Yeah.
So he was given that instruction
No.
because at least She-Ra does it completely by accident. Like when she jumps
Kind of.
on Spirit's back, he just becomes Swiftwind.
Yeah.
She doesn't point her sword at him.
She does later, though.
Later,
Yeah.
yes. But at first, she just jumps on his back and he's like, woohoo, I got wings. But,
Fabulous.
but yeah,
Not just
Cringer,
wings.
but Cringer, who He-Man Adam, whatever, had no idea what would happen if you pointed his sword at somebody, just went, I hate you, die, and the thing
Don't know.
came out and turned him into Battle Cat, and he was like, oh, okay, well, I can tolerate you now. Like,
I don't know. I've never had the power, so I don't know.
I'm gonna weigh in here and say, not exactly. First of all, Swiftwind, wings and a horn growing out of all the time. No wonder Swiftwind can't see. He's got a splitting headache. He just had a horn grow out of his head suddenly. Yeah. That was never there before.
Well, they actually don't look attached. So, like, that thing looks like like that armor that he suddenly has, it looks like the horn is actually attached to the armor. So
is it? Okay.
That's what it looks like to me.
I always thought that the horn was like it was just like ow.
Yeah,
Like
I thought the horn grew out of his head.
grew out of his head.
it probably does, but the way that the cartoon is drawn, it
now
looks like
the
it's just
wings
part
grow
of
out
the
of his
arm.
body
Yes.
too, so that has to hurt.
Yeah.
Unless the power gives you anesthesia or something. I
Well,
don't know.
Maybe.
speaking of that, and I believe this is where obviously we're dealing with magic, so
yes,
that's
obviously.
where Adam when he becomes He-Man. He-Man knows more than Adam does.
Does he though?
Yes, so he knows about Castle Grayskull and stuff like that. Like he he becomes a different person slightly.
So Adam gets amnesia?
Adam takes a nap essentially, and He-Man is up. So
No,
so he would know
I
to point
disagree
the
with that
sword.
because in some of the episodes, Adam would be very tired after He-Man saved the day.
Yeah, because he's using his body, not his brain.
Well,
So he becomes He-Man. He
So
becomes
He-Man's a
different,
split personality. So He-Man and Adam are split personalities.
magically speaking, yes.
Okay then.
So He-Man knows things Adam doesn't. Adam doesn't.
we need to
always-
make a new podcast, Deconstructing He-Man. That's what we need to do.
No, we don't.
Because otherwise you would probably
Just maybe just a Sean and Mark deal.
maybe have those scenes where like He-Man has to like put on Adam's gear and be like, "I'm still your son, Father," even though my voice is a lot deeper.
I gotta love the Shakespeare-esque King Randor clothing.
Oh yes, yeah.
Gotta love that. Gotta love
Shakespeare
that.
at the park for those two. They don't fit in. I want a plunder room. I just want a room called the plunder room.
Well, you can have that. You could just name a room the Plunder Room.
Yes, my next place is gonna. I think I'm gonna get a plunder room.
Name your bedroom the Plunder Room.
So I will still need a beam that runs off of Will. Then I think I'm going to need that to be in the plunder room.
Yeah.
Why didn't they look into hydroelectricity? I don't get it.
Because he's evil.
And so one thing I wanted, we get a flashback here. Well, we start with a flashback, right? With the initial kidnapping when Hordak wasn't President Hordak. He was just like, Private Hordak in the Horde army.
Well, no, he was the leader, and Skeletor was his pupil.
Well, he had his own armor, right?
Yeah.
So he had his own soldier armor, but he wasn't like, fully up to snuff apparently, right? Because he shows up in a different armor,
Right.
But when he kidnaps Adora and leaves, and Man-at-Arms intervenes, and so and then he leaves. Well, that's what happened.
Yeah,
And-
no, that's
and
true.
Sells out
That's
Skeletor,
true.
right?
Yeah.
So we find out that's kind of what happened. We get another flashback where the sorceress and Man-at-Arms, who I'm pretty sure have been shacking up this whole time, by the way.
There's always
He's
that
got a
question.
key
yeah.
to the back, whatever the patio door of Castle Grayskull is at the back. Man-at-Arms has
the
a
back
key.
drawbridge.
The back drawbridge. He's got a key to her back door. Anyway, but
Well, no. Her back door or Castle Grayskull's back door?
Oh, did I say her? Oops. There's some of that subtle sexuality that's seen throughout this entire show. But she tells the story. She's telling Adora the story, right, about how they tried to get her back, but all they show is like Man-at-Arms like just shaking his fist at him.
Oh, I know.
At Hordak, and
Why I oughta?
that he must not have been captain of the army. He must have been maybe the one that was like private at arms or
I
something.
think, yeah, he was Tila at that
Maybe
point.
he was boy at arms.
He was boy at arms, yeah.
I guess. He's just like, shake my fist. She's gone. Fuck it.
Like,
We
well, I
searched-
can't fly, so...
That means
Yeah.
when she said they searched and searched, that means he just put his hands up to his brow and just looked around. That had to have been, we searched and searched. And how dare they leave Battle Cat out of the final battle? What the fuck's up with that?
Yeah.
I was
well,
pissed off, man.
You got to realize they're here to put over She-Ra, so,
Yeah, I guess.
you know.
Oh, what did we think about Hordak Cake Stripper?
When Hordak pops out of the cake.
Hordak pops out of the cake. I was like, whoa! What kind of a surprise party is this?
Yeah. Whose birthday is who's the big birthday boy?
Happy birthday, King Randall.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Happy birthday to you. I'm evil.
But Skeletor is like, you can't stay on Eternia, and Hordak's like, yeah, I hate this place. And I'm like, well, they're the fucking same place. Like, the animation for Eternia and Etheria, not that different. So I'm sorry, you're stuck in the same place.
I do love how the sorceress has portals to just about everywhere in Castle Grayskull.
Oh yeah,
Like throughout the show, she's always opening portals to all these weird places. But then she wakes up in the middle of the night and she's like, "Oh, the door that's never opened before. It's open. I must contact He-Man at once." Like, so he can fix it?
it squeaks when it opens.
like is He-Man your He-Mandy man? Is that it?
Handy man? The most
He-Man.
powerful WD-40 in the universe.
He-Man, come quick and bring your toolbox.
Yeah,
What, you mean Cringer?
Oh, where's he going to put a tool belt?
He's got a lot of room. Plus, he's got a lot of belts.
Yeah,
so
I guess.
you could put on that furry underwear that he always wears. That was kind of weird.
I had this moment when they go back to Etheria and she's like, they drive off the Horde again, and she's like, they'll be back, and I'll be waiting. And I was like, and we have a series, ladies and gentlemen.
I've only found a couple of things on this. This is the first. Oh, this was released to the big screen. I forgot.
What?
Yeah, in select markets.
Ah,
And it opened against. Do you know what two movies it opened against?
Back to the Future?
You probably never get this. No. Porky's 3
oh my God.
Oh, wow.
and Friday the 13th Part 5.
Actually, that's brilliant. Because you can't take kids to the other two movies.
No, you can't. Not to Porky's. You can't.
No.
This is
God.
kind of animated Porky's, but
Like how 80s is that lineup? Porky's 3,
Oh, yeah.
Secret of the Sword, He-Man and She-Ra, and Friday the 13th Part 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess it opened on a Saturday afternoon before the toy stores closed.
Open around noonish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can go to McDonald's to get their He-Man collectible cups.
I don't remember.
Remember those?
Oh God, yeah.
Remember that with the comic strip on the side that looked nothing like He-Man?
Oh well, the little book you got with each of the
Yeah.
action figures had that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
God, I miss those days. I want to be
Well,
a kid again in the 80s.
He-Man has enjoyed actually like a comic book renaissance, if you will, since then. They've done a few. They restarted the show once that I know of, and they've done a few different comic books, and they actually, I think, still have an ongoing series now. So there is still like a small market. There's a comic book company that bought up a lot of these 80s properties, and is doing stuff like that now. They've kind of revamped and, of course, changed a lot of the origin story and stuff. But
I know they had that new cartoon out, and everyone keeps telling me the new cartoon is better than the original. And to that I say, heathen. How dare you?
Yeah.
No way. No way. That He-Man is a kid.
Yeah.
He's like a 13-year-old boy.
No, I know. Yeah, he's not he anything.
No, he's
he's he kid.
He's he boy. That's
He
what
tween.
he is. He tween, exactly.
He tween. I mean, he tween. By the power of Grayskull. I think I have the power. I know I got a zit.
So as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story. Mark?
Is it the introduction of She-Ra? Or is it the story of how Skeletor made it to middle management and has just been making the best of it ever since?
Very good, Tex.
I have it, or is it Cameron's inspiration for Pandora?
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay, James Cameron, okay.
Love it.
Or is it the love story between Hordak and Adora?
Ooh.
Because he spends this entire movie
Dilf.
he spends this entire movie trying to get her to come back to him, basically.
Oh,
As soon as she
that's
leaves
good.
him, he goes
apeshit.
move heaven and earth to get her back.
That's the power of
Love. Ding, ding, ding. I have it as, or is it the producers of He-Man ripping off Star Wars and hoping no one else would ever notice? And to that, I give 3 examples. 1, magic swords. He-Man uses the body armor to sneak into the enemy base,
And he's blonde.
which he foolishly keeps his hair on the outside.
Yeah, I know.
Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. And number 3, the hero seeks to save a princess that he doesn't know is his twin sister.
Oh.
Yes, they did totally.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. They absolutely did.
So there you go. Or is it He-Man and She-Ra, the reason why girls want and boys love skinny waists, long legs, and giant breasts?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the reason.
pretty much that's pretty much the forte of
Yeah,
He-Man
that
at that
works.
point. So, that's going to do it for The Secret of the Sword, the introduction of She-Ra from 1985. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I'm Mean Mark, coming to you from Memory Lane.
Join us next time when we'll take a look at the movie in which a young boy receives a furry creature for Christmas, but when he gets it wet, it transforms into an evil, dark fairy tale creatures out for blood. Remember, don't feed them after midnight. They are gremlins.